Hey, what's going on everyone? Aaron Bowman here with the Bowman Realty Group over at eXp Realty, and thanks for coming by and checking out another video. Now, if you're new here, please consider liking and subscribing wherever you're watching this on, because it is pushed out to a couple different social media platforms. And we just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, today's topic, we're going to cover the 4 top things you can do to help sell your Connecticut home faster. So let's get right into it. Number 1 is make buyers feel at home. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you declutter your house. Make sure you get all the photos off the mantle, stuff off the walls. You want it to be very, I hate to use the word generic, but you want it to be very plain when somebody walks in there, so they can envision what it would look like to have their photos on the wall or their stuff in the kitchen. So you just want to make it nice, clean, and neat, and very open and bright if you can. Now, here's one statistic that I got from the 2019 profile of home staging by the National Association of Realtors. And they said that 83% of buyer agents said staging a home made it easier for the buyer to visualize the property as a future home. And that's really important because a lot of people can't just walk into a house and, let's say you're like my family, Alyssa and I, we have a bunch of kids, and you walk into a room that used to be a living room, but you turn it into a playroom. Well, you want to turn that back into a living room because some people won't be able to visualize that. And having a home stager come in or getting some tips from your real estate professional is definitely something you want to consider when selling your home. Now, if you're a for sale by owner, feel free to give a realtor a call. You can call somebody on my team or somebody at a different agency, and they should be more than happy to come out and give you some pointers and at least tell you what your home value should be worth if you're thinking of putting it on the market yourself. Now, they also say not only will your house spend less time on the market, but the same report mentioned 1/4 of buyer agents said that staging a home increased the dollar value offered between 1 and 5%. So not only are you going to spend, let's say, anywhere between $500 and $1,500 for having your home staged, depending on the size and how many rooms. Like you can pick 1 or 2 rooms to have staged really nicely. And that's actually going to help sell the home because people are going to come through it and they're going to really be able to see what the potential of the home is. And if you have a house that's vacant, maybe you're moving from a smaller house to a bigger house, you want to have somebody come in and stage that for you because, again, people really can't understand what rooms should look like unless the furniture is there. Now, number 2, now that we've decluttered and we've cleaned up the house and we've made it open and airy and we've staged a few rooms, you want to keep it organized. Now, this one I know Alyssa and I would definitely fail at if we ever put our home up on the market because at any given time there's the 5 kids here and there's 5 kids worth of toys in the house. So that's always a challenge to keep that playroom clean. But if you're not in that situation, you want to make sure that the cat box is cleaned out before anybody comes or put away in the basement. You want to make sure that there's not dirty socks and underwear on the bedroom floor because I've seen it. You want to make sure that the house, as much as possible, doesn't look like it's lived in. Now, you can also do a few things as far as maybe a scented candle. Some people like to bake cookies beforehand. Whatever you can do if you have a fireplace or a wood stove. Like currently right now in Connecticut, it's been cold, it's been snowing. You could put some cloves and orange, maybe some cinnamon sticks in a pot on your wood stove, let that boil, and that would make a nice aroma in the house. What you want to stay away from is anything that's too overpowering because then people are going to think you're trying to hide or cover up smells. Now, number 3 is probably the big one. This is price it right. Depending on where you are, even in Connecticut, it varies from town to town and from neighborhood to neighborhood. You want to make sure that your house is priced accordingly to the market. Now, if it's overpriced, and you know what, I will put a link down below to this slide that I give all the people I work with, and you can actually see, on the pyramid where you want to have your house listed based on how many people or a percentage of those people will see your house. So you want to make sure that you're not overpriced because you're only going to show it to maybe 10% of the actual buyers, and you don't want to have it too underpriced because that's when you're going to get into dealing with all of your investors that are going to come in and give you lower offers on the house because they want to come in and fix it up. So basically you want to make sure, like I said, that it's priced appropriately, and you want to make sure that, you know, if you are doing a for sale by owner, having somebody like myself or somebody on my team, even if it's another realtor, come out and just give you their opinion on what the home is going to be worth. Now, here's one thing that I've run into with clients in the past, and that's giving, and this is number 4, so number 3 was pricing it right. Number 4, giving buyers full access. Now, I understand if you're a shift worker, maybe you work third shifts, you sleep during the day. Maybe your shift starts really early, or your job, but you want to make your home as open as possible, because if you're only allowing people in on the weekends, it's going to make it very difficult, because most people want to see a house when they get out of work on their way home, or, you know, on the weekends they might have family things that they do, and house hunting, you know, isn't one of them, you know. And if they are going to come out on a weekend, it's going to be at an open house if you decide to hold one anyway. So try to make your schedule flexible enough to allow people in, and if you have to every day, just set off a block of time between, let's say, hey, we go to work in the morning, so anytime from, you know, 9 to noon, the house is available. And then, you know, you get home in the afternoon, maybe you can make it available from, you know, 4 to 6. That way there you can, you know, give some options when people are coming to see your home, and you're not limiting the number of people getting through, because what's going to sell the house outside of price is getting that foot traffic or eyes on the property. Because you could have the best house in the world, but like I've always said, if it's not priced right, if it's not marketed properly, people just aren't going to see it. So, you know, that's pretty much it. And as always, you know, the bottom line is, if you want to sell your home and you want to start getting it ready for 2020, or maybe put it on the market now, because there are some reasons behind putting it on the market now as opposed to waiting to the springtime, which if you want to know those, feel free to reach out, and we can definitely talk about it. All my contact information will be down below. But, you know, just reach out to us. I'm more than happy to have an honest conversation with you and let you know exactly what it would take, and, you know, give you some more ideas on what you can do to sell your home faster and for the most amount of money. And that's really what it comes down to. You want to get the home on the market, you want to get it sold. And if you are watching this right now, we have started the if you're watching this in December anyways, we have started the 12 days of Christmas. So if you check us out on our social media accounts, which will also be down below, we have some specials that we're running, everything from drone photography to interior and exterior photos done of your home. So whether you're a for sale by owner, or you're looking to put your home on the market, even if it's with another real estate company, we'd be more than happy to come out, give you some ideas, give you some photos, and some of our other checklists and things that we use when it comes to buying and selling. So make sure you check that out. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.